Closing arguments come to an end in the Pamela Phillips murder for hire trial. The Aspen socialite, who never personally testified, is charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. 9 News Side's Corey Marshall has been following the trial since it began. She's live in downtown with the very latest on today's closing arguments. Corey.
Yeah, Stella, today was all about closing arguments. The defense and prosecution each getting about 90 minutes to address the jury. The jury out for deliberation right now, which means a verdict could come as soon as tomorrow. With her trademark smile and stare toward the camera, closing arguments began in the Pamela Phillips murder for hire trial. The state laid out their evidence, portraying Phillips as a woman who married for money, their main claim centering around the $2 million life insurance policy she took out on ex-husband, Tucson businessman Gary Triano. The $400,000 she's accused of transferring to convicted hitman Ron Young, and bombshell testimony from a former friend.
She married what she thought was going to be a rich man. Her life was set. Now they're divorcing. She talks to her friends about taking him out. All this has to be just eating away at her.
Prosecutors reviewed recorded phone conversations between Young and Phillips.
No, you're going to be in prison for murder.
It is time to hold Pamela Phillips responsible for her crimes. It is time to find Pamela Phillips guilty.
Taking the afternoon, the defense started out their closing arguments with an apology.
It's about my client, and don't take out anything we did on my client.
Phillips' attorneys pinned Triano's murder on late Tucson billionaire Neil McNeese, arguing Triano owed McNeese thousands and alleging McNeese brought in a parade of people to carry out the 1996 kill.
Really? That's their evidence that Ron Young knew anything about building a bomb?
Animated and argumentative, the defense claims state investigators botched the investigation from the very start.
And the state could have had that if they followed their leads like they should have, and they didn't. They could have been prosecuting this case in 1997 or 8. The leads that they dropped on Judy Costello, the leads that they dropped on Jeff Morris. That's who did it.
Painting Phillips as a hard-working former real estate agent who instead was the victim of Young's extortion.
The state went after the easy marks, the woman who got a $2 million insurance policy and the guy that was extorting her.
Coming back out here live, just as a recap, the trial testimony took a full 7 weeks, longer than originally anticipated. Between both the defense and prosecution, over 100 witnesses testified. We're live downtown. Corey Marshall, KGUN-9 on your side.